The following segment is sponsored by Oakdale Egg Farms.
Just in time, Oakdale Eggs Easter cookies. They don't get any better than that. No antibiotics, no hormones, cage-free, high on omega-3 fatty acids. It's the perfect addition to your Easter cookies, which I've started off with butter and sugar into here. I'm going to add our Oakdale eggs right into there and mix this all together so that they are incorporated with the sugar and the butter. And that's important to do when you're making these because you want those eggs to get in there because the eggs are the actual emulsifier that actually holds everything together when this is mixed together. That's what gives you a nice cookie, is a good emulsification, which is the eggs job. So I scrape down the bowl, make sure everything gets mixed into there. Then we're gonna add in the remaining ingredients. Now the fun thing about these eggs, I'm gonna use, of course, 'tis the season, some little mini Easter chocolate eggs. You can get them at the grocery store, as well as some Swedish fish in there, because who doesn't like a little bit of color of Easter in there when we're doing Easter egg cookies here with Oakdale eggs? And so I'm going to add to this our salt. Our vanilla is going to go into here, as well as our baking soda is going to go into here as our leavening agent. And the trick of this is when you come to the point of adding in the little mini Easter eggs, you want to do it right at the very end and just barely mix that together. Otherwise, you'll break up those eggs a little too much, and you might have little pieces of Easter egg rather than the whole egg in there. So it's a really easy thing to do and fun way to celebrate some Easter. So I'm gonna keep working away here in the kitchen, slaving away, because Ron's pouting because I'm not making anything with meat in it today.
Easter cookies for lunch.
But I'm over it.
That's right, that's what the Easter Bunny has.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks a lot.
Well, let's finish up these delicious Oakdale egg Easter cookies. So fun to do here. And what I'm gonna add in the last thing. So the Swedish fish, how fun is that already? And then to that, I'm gonna add into it the mini little eggs, Easter eggs. Now those are so delicious and fun. And the thing is, they will crack very easily. So really all you want to do is just barely mix those into there just until it's incorporated into the dough. You can do it by hand if you so choose. And so it's just up to you, however you would like to do it. Now that that's all finished, come on over here to my baking sheet with me. Now these are drop cookies, like most cookies are. And what I'm gonna do is just using a spoon, I'm gonna drop them onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and get them ready to go in. Now this recipe, I can do about 12.5 of these cookies. And of course that is dependent on the size that you choose to actually make the cookies themselves. And so if you can make 2 dozen, that's great. They're just maybe a little smaller cookies. Or if you want to double the batch, you can make 4 or 5 dozen of these. And so it's just up to you, but it's a fun way. Now one thing I wanted to show you is if you want more of the eggs to show on the cookies, once you get them in the oven, 350 degrees for about 12 minutes, or until they're golden brown. That will change depending on your oven, so just kind of gauge it accordingly. Now you can also just set these little Easter eggs right on top of the cookies as well. And when you make this delicious of a cookie, why not enjoy it with the Oakdale eggs? Of course, high in omega-3 fatty acids, no hormones, no antibiotics, cage-free, perfect eggs for this. And they're just right up in our backyards, guys, right up in Lewiston, just up there. I grew up with them. They're great folks, and it's a wonderful egg.
Yeah, you can dye them too if you want.
Well, these are the brown eggs, so that might be a little more difficult, but you could use the Oakdale white eggs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a meme saying, don't dye your eggs, just hide the white eggs out in the snow.
Yeah, just throw them out in the snow now. Done, hidden.
All right, thanks, Chef Brian.